I have something for you.
My family's been defending this land for generations.
Fertilizer deployment protocol activated. Please watch your step.
Easy to forget how marvelous life on other planets truly is.
I used to work for Ryujin Industries. I'm glad someone came along. We could really use your help. Dangerous creatures are wandering through and disrupting efforts to establish our settlement. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt. Thank you. Stay safe out there.
I've got some time to kill.
Fertilizer deployment protocol activated.
Keeping all this equipment running is tiring work. Our tech isn't exactly...
Welcome back. So, are they taken care of? That's great news. Thanks for getting this done, even with the risks. Please, take this. It's not much, but I hope it's enough to make the trouble worth it. Thanks again.
I hope you'll think about buying something from our shop. We really need the business. I can't believe it's over.
Nice suit. Constellation? Never heard of you.
Oh, wow! A real adventurer!
Sometimes I wonder what life would be like.
Nice to meet you.
Take a load off. Life moves slow.
Hey, did you do it? Hey! That isn't yours.
Being a homesteader is a hard life, but a good one.
I came here with my family when I was a kid.
Lots of travelers sell me things when they stop by. I hope you'll do the same. Want to check out the food I'm selling? If you have credits, I have merchandise. Good luck out there.
The fragility and tenacity of life on any planet is truly astounding. I mean, at any moment, a calamity could happen. But consider the countless near-extinction events already escaped. Marvelous, isn't it?
Yes? Hello, stranger. Things out here always need fixing. But at least no one's telling me what to fix.
That was an accident.
Do not tamper with the produce. It does not.
Now that
How did it go?
for a few years, I can't imagine.
Thanks for coming through for us. Here.
It's hard to stay informed out here. But I've learned not to miss it.
Life will almost certainly arise on planets when the right conditions are met. There's a beauty in such persistence.
We've lost. To visit other colonies? Are they anything like ours? We're having a sale this month.
We sell. You can trust what you buy here. We use our own supplies. Huh. Your ship is in excellent shape. I can't find anything that needs repairing. You have a med pack? You should always have a med pack. We're not hiring, if that's what you mean. But if you're looking for work, take a look at our mission board. There are always contracts for a ship and a crew. All right, Explorer.
Nah, I don't handle the money. Find my associate. They'll sell you whatever you want.
Did you just... Yeah, you did.
Hey, you might want this.
Hey, you're back.
It's time! You have no idea. Little touch and go there. Or dead.
Bam! You're welcome, everyone.
Open up! Now! I smell crazy. Fire! Fire! One down! Feel
right now isn't the best time, but I need to talk with you later. You know, traveling with you has been more than just good old-fashioned fun. It's been, well, therapeutic. Well, just ask. Anyway, thanks for the support, Captain. That's just a fact. Which brings me back to that plan I mentioned earlier. I think I know how to move forward now. But I'm going to need your help. My contact sent a gift. Seems real to me. So they found an insurance settlement. Irvin's employers got paid as compensation for sabotage. It seems that the mining company got a huge payout after they won the case against Irvin. We have the settlement paperwork from their insurance. Tons of money. Oh, also the cyber runner had to move on to other work, but sent me a passcode to some computer system. I'm not sure what it goes to yet. We can just hold on to it until we figure it out. But anyway, we have enough to move forward. The missing piece here is proving that Irvin was framed. So I discovered that Irvin's original lawyer still practices law, and she'll look over everything we found. Oh, detective. I like the sound of that. If I'm the detective, does that make you my trustworthy and sensible partner with a heart of gold? Damn right we are. Anyway, we should take everything to the lawyer and see what she says. Maybe she reviews it and decides we have no case, or we need more evidence. I don't know. If we don't have a case, I can probably let it go. But I have to try. Fantastic. I knew I could count on you. You're as reliable as an atomic clock. I've sent a list of everything we found so far to the lawyer on Gagarin. You know, I actually feel optimistic about this. Lead the way, detective. Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat. I hope Ellie is still taking names and holding people accountable around here. I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart. Oh, you remind me of him sometimes, wanting to make things right. And when you said it out loud, you know, I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident. Right. She's said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town...
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we? Down to business. Perfect. What do you already know?
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him. Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough. In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive. Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him. That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a Foundry terminal, if you can access it. You'll need a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the Foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
I'm not much of a cat burglar, but I do have a cat suit somewhere, now that you mention it.
That is definitely not necessary, Barrett.
Dress for the job you want, not the job you have, right?
Good grief. Excuse me. Let's figure out a plan so you two can get out of my office and investigate. Okay. Listen, I have heard that there are terminals in the Foundry that can be accessed with passcodes. And I happen to know that miners always have passcodes on them. Do with that information as you will. Hopefully that's enough to work with for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
The Foundry District isn't too far from here. This. After you, Captain. Now I get why he wanted me to look after his plans. No windows, insufficient power for proper lamps. Oh, he must have been miserable. No wonder he wrote so much. Wait a second. What about this safe? That is locked by a terminal. Aha! Will you look at that? If we go to Town Hall, I bet we can get a copy of that hunting license. I have something for you. You ever read about the early history? Seen better days. Hopefully that public access.
I'm not supposed to run on the wall.
We should check in with Ellie soon. I have something for you.
Just wait.
Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right?
Is this a bad idea? It's a hike. We'll get out of the damn
Guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there.
You just want to go
If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out.
Do you have a ship?
No matter how long we're gone, it's always good to know. Hey, you might want this.
Man, could I use a vacation?
Ellie's going to... Careful. This place was shuttered 20 years ago, but it might have new tenants now. Well, they don't need it now. This looks promising. This looks like administration. Company records. Bingo. All right. Now let's go find Irvin and Helgi's lab stations. This whole planet smells weird. Like chemicals and smoke.
You're back. Well, what did you uncover?
We got it from Town Hall and everything. It's the real deal.
I see. This sort of thing works well for the narrative of our case, but we will need more evidence to bring it to a judge.
We're on it, Ellie. Don't worry.
Well, I like the sound of that. It's a lot to think about, but can you do it on your own time? Okay, now that is a solid lead. Well, don't let me stop you while you're on a roll, detectives. We can talk more later.
We used to wonder if life was unique to our world. Not only is it not, but it seems to take every opportunity to emerge. was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. So, they ruined the ecosystem here, and it had nothing to do with it. Yes, that sort of internal structure is common to biological organisms like that. Where'd they go? It was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. Seems like Helgi tried to do the right thing here.
United Colony space. Maintain current course while we scan for Scan complete.
All these fancy new businesses going on.
Buzz off, all right?
Welcome back, detectives. Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit down. Let's have a chat about it. Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, 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 pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem. Helgi's documents are nothing without him there in court, explaining them to the judge.
Does Helgi still live around here by any chance?
Sort of. He's, unpredictable, though. You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
You're not gonna tell my mom I'm out here, right?
Hey, keep your eyes open. Sounds like one of the Lion Medical's regulars. Couriers has gone missing.
Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else... If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might, cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks, Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best. I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
A hazmat squad came through here the other day.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking. If you need anything, just follow the sound of falling inventory. You'll find me eventually.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt. Yeah, I don't want to be mixed up with anything like that. I don't care how. Calm down. Maybe we can work this out. You're starting to make a lot of sense. All right. Fine, fine. I don't know where he is, but ask Lizzie up at the bar. She knows everybody. You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past. For me, yes. But there's a lot of water.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness, given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Don't mind the mess. I've got a system.
If you have any problems, you should talk to Chief Pretorius. She'll help you out.
The best cereal is Chocolate Labs. Ships of the line are okay too.
I remember watching shiny new mechs rolling.
Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritz or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis. Well, then make yourself comfortable. And don't start anything, all right? Ah, yes. The detectives. I heard about you.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Slow news day, I guess. I serve drinks here, friend.
We were told that you are a local crime...
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Oh, that's strange. Here, let me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
The service I provide is worth quite a lot. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. I hope I can trust you. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. All right, all right. Consider it a favor. Sending the coordinates now. Wait, so let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk? All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also, it sounds like work. And I don't work for free.
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you helped with that. points they'd spend at your bar.
As long as I'm still alive to spend it. But fine. If you get Helgi to show up, I'll take some of the heat off of him. Lucky you. I've got a little project I could use some help with. You've seen all the neckties and power suits wandering around town? Feels like they're everywhere. And while I like a bunch of stuck-up new Atlantean MBAs defiling my city as much as I enjoy unmedicated dental surgery, they've got the credits. So sooner or later, I'm going to need to start serving them, or someone else will. There's this ship whose crew had to ditch mid-flight. I presume it's some kind of luxury liner because it's supposedly got an impressive collection of booze on it. I want you to go to the ship, find the best stuff on board, and bring it to me. Anything else on the ship is yours to keep. Plus, I'll throw in some credits for your trouble. Exactly what I was hoping to hear. You'll find the ship doing laps around Grissom. And be careful. I'm not paying for broken bottles, okay?
Most of these corporate clowns won't even show their face.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people? Then find the history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies. He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
Then Irvin should have showed up at the trial to defend it himself.
It's not just about Irv. This can't be the only time something like this has happened. Someone needs to hold this company accountable. That's why we'd like you to testify in court.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo. Ellie Yankton. But why? Ah, it doesn't matter. Nothing's changed. I see. Normally I would dismiss the idea. It would be easy for them to assassinate my character and drag my name through the mud. But with your corroboration as a xenobiologist, and the overwhelming scientific data... Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared... Let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
I have to break up one more fight at Lizzie's. She and I are going to have problems.
Have you ever met a pirate?
Helgi agreeing to testify.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Someone in security, maybe? Well, we've got good news and... well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes? Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private. Wow, we actually did it! Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like... what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel. Come on, let's not ruin the moment. Although we did do a lot of walking, I bet I really am lighter. I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help. Ah, that's sweet. But it wasn't just for me, it was for Irv. And of course, we can't forget our new friend Harvey. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy. You know what? He just might. But it's probably best you chart the course. Harvey doesn't do well with things that require hands. We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely. On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life. Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend. Sure, our bodies are all we have, really. Humans are physical, which allows us to be social. This allows us to interact with others on a natural, almost primordial level. And these interactions can be fleeting or drawn out substantially, if you know what I mean. Anyway, if one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion. I know I certainly am. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us. Hot damn. Yes! I mean to say, I feel the same way. I wondered if I was imagining your affectionate words from time to time. I wasn't sure, but it was very welcome. But before we go on further, are you really ready to build love into our friendship? This is a huge step, you know. I'm ready to. This is the moment I was hoping for. The moment that I will remember forever. My heart is racing. This is an adventure in itself, isn't it? I was just about to go looking for you. I'd be delighted if you did. I never knew if I could feel this way again, but I do. You've been there for me more than I ever could have imagined. You've helped me focus on myself and heal, and I'm better because of it. We make a good team, don't we, Detective?
Hey, you might want this.
Is something amiss?
It's nice to see you.
I look forward to it.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesiest hoagie to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
Yes.
Perhaps we can find some indication of why this ship was vacated.
Glad you're in the fleet. If you want
Nobody can stop the cruise. Always looking for the next mark.
deteriorating. We should not stay long.
Use the hatch, we can simply float up the elevator shaft. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Does the UC really think sysdef scares us?
corporate
You know
clowns
who's really
won't
to
even
blame for
know
Gagarin's
things.
problems? Hey, look who's alive. You bring me my liquor.
None of this ever happens.
Is that so? Feel free. Don't be that. I guess not. Fine, fine. You win. I'll up what I'm offering. Here, you earned this. Now, you ever need to blow away some memories, you come back and see me. Understand?